Okay, let's see if I remember what I was doing here. Cutting trees by the look of it. I'm in shock. Okay, let's do some film cutting as well as tree cutting. Actually, it turns out this zombie didn't want me to tree cut anyway. Soon I'll be getting a better attention to my hands, so that should alleviate some of the time. Also, I'm going to get a man. See my base now. It's just nothing here. So like, this is just the shack in the middle of the fucking woods. Doesn't even have a roof yet. I'm gonna crunch a couple eggs. Gonna bake potato. Maybe. No. Let's see. Day 3. I think probably what I was doing today was just looking for stuff, like gathering general materials, as it were. I'm not too far from a city. Actually, I'm right fucking next to it. I know that anyway. I drank a beer. That's why my vision's blurry. I actually still make this fucking mistake. The old versions of 7 Days to Die. Wait, I think I get scared here. Why? Well, you could slightly hear it, couldn't you? No, never mind. It was a different trailer. In the old versions of 7 Days to Die, beer used to give you stamina and make your stamina come back really fast. So it was good for running long distances. I think they may change that to just make coffee now. But stamina, it used to do that. But now it does like purely melee. It also gave you a little bit of hydration. I think now it purely gives you melee damage and like damage resistance as it's like a combat like a potion. So I just see one and I reflexively drink it. Also, that beer is gonna stay in my hotbar for fucking ever. For some reason, I'm never gonna remember to take that out for like days. So I'm gonna be carrying around beers I'm not gonna fucking use for fucking ever, because I'm just I'm a cool masculine man. We drink a lot of fucking booze and we do it's cool to drink a lot. This is a fire station. When I went in here, I was like, I don't actually remember ever seeing this configuration of a fire station before. And then I also found this water tower. A couple of little bastards. But this fire hydrant, or not fire hydrant, water tower kind of inspires me in a way, in like a. Let's see what I got here. Lucky Looter. Yeah, this makes you loot faster, like the little wheel that spins up when you go do something. I think I just saw that out there. I was like, man, that was a little slower than I'd like it. And I opened that little bag of trash. I was like, oh, I'll get that. Went around here. Found a little bonus trash, which is epic. Cloth fabrics, not the worst thing. And I found a steel hatch, also a fucking bird accosted. Dickhead. And it had a steel hatch on it. Base kit. What? I didn't know there could be a steel hatch on these things. And it literally was just a ladder into like this metal chamber full of nothing. There's a little bag in here. And had like painkillers just fine. And I looked around and I was like, this is kind of nice. This would be so safe in like a zombie apocalypse. Like, this would be the safest thing I could think of. So I was like kind of surveying the area. I'm like, could I just take this? I actually considered just moving into that water tower for like as a temporary base. I didn't do it, but I was like, damn, that is kind of nice. Like, I could fit like a box and a campfire in there. And it has a steel door. I'm like a mile off the ground. Like, that is nice as fuck, actually. And I still might do something similar to that, but I did end up taking inspiration on that and making a stilt space. I'm like 5-6 blocks off the ground. Follow the door. That one. But I was like, wow, I don't know why I never did that. Like, I never decided to do that. So that's kind of what I'm going to go for here. Again, I love the door. Oh, these whenever I loot them, you see I hit the take all button. Baby source screen comes up because those barrels always just have gas in them, so I always know what's in them. So I just immediately hit take all. Antibiotics, that's pretty good if I ever get exhausted again. Also, if you look at like a big POI, like a building or something, and you're pretty sure you can get a bunch of time probably, take over the corner, those prevent illnesses. So you can actually kind of dodge infection before you get infected, right? Like you can. God, the big trucks take forever. I really don't know why the big trucks take forever, because I thought about this earlier when I was playing earlier. I was like, man, the big trucks take a long time to search compared to regular cars, but like they have like maybe less stuff in them. Sometimes sometimes less stuff, and not even like much better stuff either. Like even it's not even always. Also, I was very shocked to see no zombie in any of these fucking stalls. Backpack. Cat food, that's fucking sick. I'm gonna eat like a fucking royal cat tonight. Fire stations? I guess I have no clue what fire stations is like. Fire station. Stab in the head, the dragon, and then when they fall, I stab them regularly, like a bunch of times because of the bleeding wounds thing, especially when they're zombies. So I get to give a bunch of bleeding wounds, and I can just bleed out. I didn't find fuck all in here, which is great. Hey, bathroom, cool. Trash, even better. Trash is a decently good source of food in this game. Break rooms are always nice. They usually have a coffee maker, which is either water or coffee, or sometimes trash. Sinks always usually have good stuff like pipes and stuff. Blueberries, that was pretty chill for the microwave. Don't know who put those in there to begin with. I was checking this, but then I remembered I don't have any money anyway, so I was like, god damn. Cool little book pile. Bow crafting. I don't give a shit about bows anyway, so I smacked that rock. Those water containers or water coolers, they always have water in them, so those are always good. It's always dirty water because you can't catch a break in this world, but still, not bad. Good to have water. Top of this building. I don't remember. I remember actually there was a box before I couldn't go see the and I didn't have any lockpicks. Kind of lockpicks are not exceptionally good, but lockpicks got a little concussion. I probably have like a pickaxe or something down there, so just bash them out. Waning. Electronics box, ammo box, trash. Oh, but still always good though. Arrowheads and bullets. Those are all good. That's all good medicine. Recog is that little whiskey looking thing. That stuff makes you do more damage with guns. This is pretty cool. Combat. No, I thought it was combat music. It's just general music. Even right then I fooled myself. I was like, is that fighting words? Oh, bullets. Stuff. That was one gun. That was locked. I say how much health it is, and I'm like, I'm gonna sit there and whack away at it. I don't remember whacking away at it for this long. I just gave up. I guess I was a little more determined than I thought. Sir. I broke my fucking axe. And I think I was like mentally, I'm like, I can't deal with this. I'm just leaving. Some trash gets better than half the fucking loot you find anywhere else. I think I missed the trash right there. I'm looking at it. Let's try and get down. I saw some of this had some damage on it. I didn't know they, like this like kind of rubble stuff spawned in partially damaged. I thought like usually an explosion did that or something. So I got out of here. I figured I saw what I needed to see. Got what I needed to get for the most part. These fucking stairs are so awkward. They always like lock up or like you get stuck in corners and stuff so easily. Similar to Minecraft, it doesn't do curves. It's got like amazing, but pretty good most of the time. And I think that's this. We're about at 8, which is still pretty fucking early in the day. Fucking Doogie. We don't like Doogie, so we camp at the top here and we pop his little noggin off. Fucking dickhead. Thank Christ. I believe I carved him up for some leather, bone, and flesh, and fat. But I think the bone is junk and the flesh, rotten flesh is junk. Rotten flesh you use for a couple things, nothing really majorly important. Same with these bodies, rotten flesh, nitrate powder, eating nitrate powder for gunpowder. Usually the best way to make a lot of bullets is to make them yourself. The best way to get a lot of bullets is to make them yourself. But mostly nitrate you'll find like nodes of it to mine, and that is way more efficient than getting out of dead bodies. Out of dead bodies you get like 8 or 9 a piece, and like it's not great. My inventory is pretty fucking full. It was a pretty big thing. I took a lot of extraneous bullshit, like stuff I knew I wouldn't really like need, but that I would take just because I was right next to home and I could drop it all off really quickly before I had to go back. I just decided this guy wasn't worth it. So he would perish. I think I start kind of making my inventory more organized here. Listen to that cracker with fire. I always like the music in this game. It's very like somber. Especially like this, like the very casual music. Some springs. I need to save some springs for a couple things. I got really lucky with some later that makes springs very useful. Still mechanical parts, but I got a ton of mechanical parts now. So taking some crafting because I actually realized I was like, oh shit, why don't I have a forge yet? Because I didn't have. I take an advanced engineering point so that you start getting the workbench books more often because you need at least 5 workbench skill to make a workstation skill to make a forge, and I need 5 more to make a crafting table or a crafting bench, whatever the fuck it's a workbench, which you need for a lot of stuff. Like that is like a majority of like the complex crafting. You can get away with a surprising a lot of crafting in your hands, but like you're definitely gonna need one for some other stuff, especially for custom armors. That's another thing we're working towards right now, is getting some custom armors because you want a couple sets. You want a miner set because it increases your mining yields. You want a lumberjack set because it'll increase the wood yields. Speaking of wood yields, now I'm gonna start laying the foundations for what's gonna be the base. It's basically right outside the first one. I fucked up my counts like 3 times here, like on spacing. Even where my base is now, I think I'm going to need to put another support beam, because if I build any taller, I think I'm going to need to. I'm gonna need more support because, like, I think I've explained that 7 Days where it has like a structure system, like it needs buildings need support, and that includes the type of material that's under you. Like stronger materials give stronger supports. Like having you can't really do a like concrete base on an all wood support, but you can do like a wood base on all concrete support. I figure out what exactly watching myself do it back, I'm like, why do I do things the way that I do them? And it's like, this is obviously the best method is just to go up high. I don't know how interested you are in watching the building part of it. There's so many building pieces in this game. It's one of the best parts about it is like the non-complicated building mixed with the complicated building. And what I mean by complicated building is like certain things like stoves and whatnot require certain crafting because I don't actually know why. Like appliances. What you do is you craft an appliance. You craft appliances and then you can like use this menu to take like generic appliance blocks and turn them into stoves, dryers, microwaves, all that kind of shit, which I think is really cool. And then like certain things that you craft, like I think appliances. There's two kinds of appliances, because there's generic appliances and then appliance. I don't know why one's called something else, but the other one is like fridges, dryers, and what I realized that my shit's all fucking my count's off again. I was just mourning it, and I'm like, fucking damn it. But that's why we build with the construction frame first, like the stuff that looks like plywood. Because this stuff you don't have to break, you can just pick it straight up. So like I can see what I fucked up and just like I can just go and just saves me a lot of time. Okay, so the appliances, right? Fridges and like ovens and stuff, those have storage in them. So like you can actually like make a what you'd say functional kitchen, where like you could have food in your fridge and whatnot, and keep stuff like put things in the oven, all those kind of things. Granted, I really do wish they've never done this, and I don't really know why. Just make a upgraded kitchen system, because as it stands, you use the fire pit for everything. Like you use a campfire, and then you put a pot over it. And then you use a beaker with a little stand, and you use a little grill hook or whatever. So you use those three things. But I really wish you could just like upgrade to a stove at some point with it. Just like put your pot on it, and then like put your grill on it, and put your beaker on it. It has burners. Like you can easily just put them on the spots. I really do not know why they don't do that. But yeah, I don't. That's one of the most confusing things. There's so many changes they make to this game that I don't really understand. Like it used to be right. So like I have these I have to find those like dirty water jars or whatever. Why am I idle here? I was probably looking at my phone or something. There's these like dirty water jars I pick up, and then you have to take them to the thing, and then you drink them, and they're gone, whatever. It used to be you could smelt glass into or sand into the furnace, and it had like a store of sand, glass, or whatever, and you could like smelt out things. And one of the things you could smelt was jars, and you could like smelt a jar into, or not smelt the jar into something. You could smelt out jars, and then you could go to like water sources and scoop water into the jar, and then you would fill it and then boil it, and then you'd have clean water in jars. And you could also do the same thing with tin cans. Because when you ate canned food, you used to get tin cans, which you would put in water into, and then you would put over a stove, and then you would, or a campfire, and you would drink it, and you would get the can or the jar back, because why the fuck does the jar disappear when you drink the water out of it? That part always it just pissed me off, to be frank, because I was like, why do I have to lose all of that fucking... all that amount of jars. I'm gonna skip this quickly, all the digging, because I'm just digging out the foundation. Okay, we're up here. Gotta dug it out. What you do here is you use this, an upgrading tool, or a construction tool is what they're called. And it's like the axe, the ball peen hammer, the nail gun. The nail gun's the best. Oh my god, I wish I had a nail gun. Nail gun basically, okay, so you see the upgrade goes tap, 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 upgrade, right? So you go tap for wood, and then you do cobblestones and concrete and steel. The nail gun clicks one time, and it upgrades. It goes click, upgrade, click, upgrade, click, upgrade. It's fucking amazingly good. The first thing we're gonna do is get these all to wood because it's just the best material that we can make out en masse right now. That really, this is just a framework. Like it's still not much. I don't think we can't. I don't think we're gonna sleep in it tonight. Or like do the night in it because we don't have a whole lot of night things to do at night just yet. That's why I still cut out nights so far, is because nights are going to be rather uneventful. Actually, I think this is the first night I actually do stuff at night. I get a bunch of cobblestone ready so I can get the basis part of it done, because the first thing the zombies are going to attack is the stuff they can reach, obviously. So I want to get the lowermost parts of the pillars done, at least. Because, I don't want everything to fucking collapse on me. I guess I must have had at some point repaired that. Let's get a bit of this. Building like a caged stairway. This is how you get like up into the main area of it will be, because this is like, I underestimated the space a bit, or I overestimated the space a bit. I remember like getting up here and being like, man, I have no room up here. I don't know what I thought I was gonna do. Like I underestimated how long or how big like a lot of those POIs with the upper walkways are. So I had to end up building a whole nother platform here. Okay, I got some stone made already. Putting a door on, you gotta make sure the door is on in the right way, because you want the door to open outward, in this case anyway, because we want basically we want to not like block ourselves in with the doors, because if they open in and we're inside it, it's just gonna be awkward. So we want the doors to open outward. The cage part is so if there's zombies outside, I can shoot at them. Granted, this is not the most effective method for that. You tend to want they're kind of limited by the constraints of the space of the build. You want to have like a wraparound cage, like a cage that goes around, so like it's kind of horizontal. Not horizontal. It's like the outside of the cage is parallel to the door, so you can basically see the outside most part of the door. I just put some outer bars up here because I realized I didn't. I want the bars to align, otherwise it doesn't matter. It just looks worse. And part of it's, you want it to look somewhat nice. I fucking put a thing too high because life is terrible or something. Come on. Make those wood. I should be about done here. Once I'm done with the construction part, I wanted to get this done before nighttime. For some reason, I guess. I see after that bottom row of cobblestone, there's just the structural support. I put that out because I didn't have anything to cook in it, so it doesn't need to be on. Rather, I did have stuff to cook in it, I just didn't. I don't know. Time management. I had some cobblestones ready, like put them so I could, stand up the pillar. This is the main thing I wanted to do, is make sure the pillars and the bottommost frame were all like that stone clack together sound. And I'm pretty sure I did exactly not enough. Not exactly not enough, but I know I'm like just short. 2 pillars short, but not in that way. Like I can cover the bottommost pillars. That's really all that matters. Just a little frustration wiggle. Constantly. I still didn't set those things to cook. Get that fucking stinky water out of there, you dummy. God, I don't know what I was looking for. Go up my ladder, survey my surroundings. Look, be like, man, just admire my work. I can see everything. But I can't do much about it, so there's that. Kinda enjoy having my little vista. Ugly little piece of shit house down there. I should get rid of it. I just realized in the other world I have it. It's still there. Also, the iron axe, though. I just got that. So my wood cutting shouldn't cut into much time. I wonder if I should just take day 1 of the next time and just make it a big fucking woodstone. Fucking piece of shit. You see that, by the way? The dog just like spawns. It's just like that's annoying. Like, he just fucking pops it out of fucking nowhere like a dickhead. Fucking piece of shit. I'm surprised. I took like 2 hits there. I didn't get infected, so that was nice. Go cornmeal. It's pretty fucking. I used to not take it, and I really don't know why. It's decent food stuff as far as it's about the same as grilled steak, which takes like 5 meat, I believe, which 1 cornmeal and 1 for 5 meat. Because once you start getting water, it's pretty sustainable, I guess you would say. Like if you are consistently foraging, like blue eyes, you're probably gonna have enough water to be okay. And as soon as I get a water collector out, which I probably could have, I don't have yet, but I probably could have. This is a drive-through liquor store, which is pretty funny. Usually they have a little more zombies. I remember thinking, what is it? I think there's one. I think there might be like one more. One of these has a Mega Crush in it, that is surprising. That is the one you saw in an earlier episode. It's a drink that makes you run really fast and do a bunch extra melee damage. That is broken glass. You can eat it and it kills you. That's all. I think that's pretty much all it's for. You're gonna notice too. I'm gonna pick up a lot of chairs. Like when I see this chair, I didn't pick that one up. Yeah, I was surprised there was no zombies in here. Nice water. I've been picking up a lot of chairs, because chairs you can just click a button and pick up, as long as they're not broken. And the reason you do that is because you can scrap it in your inventory for leather, wood, plastic, whatever. And that is just a really fast way to harvest material, like little extra materials. So there's really no harm in doing it. So if you see a chair, I just always pick it up, because there's no reason not to. It's fucking scared me. A couple trashes in here, which ain't bad. So that is such a good loot. I don't know, like that much stone and then like that. So yeah, scrap that into leather. And we're gonna need leather because we're gonna make armor sets. There's always. I noticed too that like using knife for the first time, as like my primary combat method, I'm noticing a lot of dismemberment that happens. Stab your little leggies out. Stab the big zombie. Gatorade. Bad water, but just, you know, better than nothing. Aloe vera, that makes a bandage, like a first aid bandage you can buy with a regular bandage. 3 chairs, epic. Sand, I think I took all of that for something, like just because I heard something and I wanted to leave it. Probably in the garage. Trash. 2 blue, that's really good trash. Sometimes you can access these and sometimes you can't. Like, say, like this one you can get into. Gas out of it. Nails, gunpowder, those are good. Those are both good. Nails you tend to need a bunch of, because I know I need 100 for the workstation. I don't usually know that because I only have to make it like 1 time. But I just cut to the end of this little area here, and I was like, oh, cool. There's usually guys up here though, and there were a couple. I've noticed that happening. Sometimes you'll notice that when a zombie just die, there's a chance for like a random headshot death on a heavy. I think it is, for depending on how high your skill is in certain things. So my knife skill is the one making zombies' heads just go sometimes. Sometimes like that, you notice, like I'll flick away when I break a box because I accidentally clicked one more time than I needed to. So I don't want to like break the box. So you break the box, you don't get what's in it. So I like flick away really quick sometimes. Scrapping chairs, scrapping all the extra bullshit. Scrapping that into bone, realized I didn't need to. Threw it on the ground. Fix that with the bone I have, and then toss the rest because bone is mostly dead weight. Even soon, actually in mine I haven't gotten my new knife yet, but I'm going to get a new knife very soon. So I'll use this fucking piece of shit little bone thing. I was mostly just happy I didn't break it all the way down. Homeboy was in the way, I had to make a little space. I hate when they fucking slap your toes like that. Headlights are mostly worth money, but in this case, I think we just scrapped it. I really should just slap these little fucking bags. It'll break at one time. You see like a little loose panel like that? It has something under it generally. Now, gunpowder and the little handgun bullets, that's pretty good. Because we got a little handgun. I think we're focusing on agility as our combat skill. So knives and handguns is our main thing. Then sneak attacks, but that's really not gonna come up. Sneak attacks only come up in POIs. So, but in a POI you can do fucking anything. It really is not important. I think that truck explodes later when I'm not there. Because I swear there's a crater there now. And I really don't know why. Motels are like little interconnected dungeons, but finding out how to get into it is the main problem. That's a bowling alley. It's a nice like purple wrist wrap. I think I just took that one to sell. Because they're like, weapons like that are decently valued. Cobblestones that I don't have to make myself. Excellent. This is the same fire station I was just at. I'm a big dummy. Nope, scrap those wherever they were. Let's see. Just kind of dumbass me remembering that I've been here already. Seeing what I got for food on me. Fuck nothing. By the look of it. I got baked potato, I can see that. What a dummy. Eat that baked potato, you fuck. I refused. Probably gonna go to the store? Just based on the direction I'm heading. Well, I had to go a couple random locations. With big trepidation because I saw a doghouse and I didn't want another fucking doghouse surprise. It's like, oh, thank God, no dog. Instantly dog. Don't. Not this time, doggy. He was hiding in that shed. Okay, let's go. That little is when I do a heavy attack with the knife, which means I just take so much damage and does more. Like damage. God damn it. I hate when they don't make a sound when you open the door. Garment bag usually got scratch in it. Nothing amazing, but you know, every little bit counts. A little closet door in a bathroom I thought was weird. I was like, oh shit, food. And I'm hungry right now. Excellent. Cooking magazine. Very uncharacteristic of me usually. I'm so usually just read it out of the bag like that. Those two pumpkins I think I take home. Because it will make me cook a pumpkin bread. Which isn't like incredibly as a food. There's a whole lot of stuff like that in this game. Especially around food. Where it's just like, it kind of takes a lot of resources. And it's not like, it doesn't give you like exceptionally more. Like, the separate ingredients will give you like 8 or 9 hunger together, and then like together they'll give you like 15. And I'm like, that, yeah, I guess technically that's a value increase, but I mean, it took you have to factor in the effort I took to bring it here. Because I think all pumpkin bread is water, cornmeal, and pumpkin. Doesn't even use egg or nothing. I ate that fucking cat food because I'm a fucking alpha male. ate this beef ration or lamb ration. I don't remember which one it is. One of those fucking canned rations. I still haven't eaten that fucking baked potato. I have no idea why I'm saving it. Can't quite see what time it is on my little board up there. It's like, it's super weird. My fucking computer just like flashed black on me while I was recording that. Cut back in, it saved everything. But I don't know what that was. Let's see. Oh yeah, I picked up those cobblestones. It was just I finished that before the night. Not that it mattered. Make some cornbread and pumpkin bread. I was like, whoa! There are new pumpkin bread, so I made 2 pumpkin bread. Grilled some corn, and then bubbled. I knew I had some water in here. I was certain. I got some more corn in here too. That button on the top that I hit puts everything that has a stack in your inventory into the stack. Meaning, like, if I have glue in a stack of glue in my chest, and I hit that button, it'll take all the glue out of my inventory and put it into that stack. Pretty much from here on, I just organize my inventory a bit, and I do a little bit of nighttime building, which I'll show you that real quick. Nope, it was the next night. So as far as we are concerned here, I just ran out a little bit early from home just to get a head start on where I'm going. I sneaked a little bit just to get out of there, you know, keeping my eyes peeled for creatures of the night. I really could have just walked at this point. There's barely any time left in the night. Yeah. As long as you don't draw your attention to yourself, you won't get any of the rage zombies right away. straight to my favorite old hobby. Now let's cut some trees. Because you just need wood. You just need wood. There's some inevitable tree cutting that's meant to be done, you know? It's like Minecraft. And I think we decide on the bowling alley as the first POI we start on. Back in the road. Some kind of junk. That trigger handle grouping. It's not a very good mod, but it's worth a little bit of money, so that's why we have it. This, I think, is where I lead up to my first death. And it is like a I was looking, I thought I could have sworn there was something under that desk. There wasn't. Supplies would happen that way, I guess. Electrical parts and wood, not bad. See, if I thought finding wood in POI is also kind of a convenience because then I don't have to cut it. Same with stone. Nice books. Go away, woman. Stab you. Stab you. Fucking not a whole lot to find in this lock, but I don't have lockpicks. Bad game. Pick a painting out of fury. Smoothest fucking staircase of my life. The little like underbelly here, I was like, who the fuck has like a basement, like a finished basement, kitchen break room office in the fucking locker room in a bowling alley. I mean, I guess I have fucking. Why to say I don't make the fucking place. Couple things to find, you know, the classics, and you find things like coffee and whatnot. Water, always water is one of those things that just take instantly. Corn seed. We're not huge on farming right now. Stab some more. A whole room back here though. It's a bowling alley. Coffee seed, which I took, and I don't know why. I'm pretty sure I dropped them. Again, the potato seed also. Pretty sure I dropped these very soon. Farming is another fucking bizarre thing in this game, where like you make like 5 potatoes into 1 seed or something. I'm like, wow. You get one potato out of the seed. Farming is really useless in that regard. Also, farming takes a while, but you know, it's farming. I was looking for this generator because I could hear the generator, and I was like, oh, it's a little cooler. Because these are the generators that come so that it's stock that they power all the like, POIs with. Because a bunch of POIs have like, just one hit with the axe fixes this. I almost broke it too. Couple beers, couple of smoke a couple beers back here. Took an aloe seed, fucking corn seed. Took it, didn't mean to. The corn seed really opened my eyes and was like, why am I carrying these seeds? Grass and wood. Zombie quietly got up in the corner there. So that's cat dragon like here. Bowling pin. Took a goddamn corn seed again reflexively, and I was like, God, go away. Cornmeal though. I'll take that. Also, corn seed is just corn, so I don't fucking. I don't know what it is. I'm glad the big ones took the least time. Pipe. You don't need a lot of paper in general. You need it for a couple things, but really not a whole lot. I thought she hung herself for a second. I was like, oh, no, it's one of the transport ropes. Yeah, they treats it like a ladder. You can go up it. Coins. Wait, just check the vending machines out here. Again, knowing I didn't have the funds regardless. Sneak around in the upper vents. I see there's a little bag on the other side. I can't reach through the bars because, you know, video games. Yeah, so it turns out, like, that way back there is the way I was going to go. So, what they tend to do is make, like, some of these spawns very easy to get out of it. So that vent opens up on that side, and I can get out to the next part of the POI. Kind of useless anyway. So I punched it, like, one time. I hit the wrong thing, so I thought it was, like, a high health item, so I was like, that's not the way to go. And so I was like, fuck, what am I after here? So, you know, I'm just hitting pieces of it, trying to see if there's, like, one of these is a really easy to break piece, so I can go into the next area. I was like, maybe just because this is the end, I was like, oh, 500. Oh, like a piece of wood, so I was like, oh, I guess I'll break that. It wasn't actually where I was supposed to go, but it did get me to the last one pretty quick. However, this was my downfall. Doggy, I hear instantly whip the gun out. I was like, oh, fuck's sake. I got abrasion. That's not so bad. Abrasion will go away when I put bandage on. I fell in this fucking hole under the bowling thing, and there's like a fire behind me. If I step in that, I'm gonna start on fire. It's gonna start killing me. I put this bars down fast, like just the reaction of like fall a little bit. Get back here, drop in. My backpack's down there. I think one of the big fat zombies is still down there, so it's kind of a problem. I recall just running around and being like, well, fuck, I'm just gonna scrounge around for something to use here. So I can get my backpack again. Punch that guy because I don't care for it. Stop it. Jack diddly. Something broke. I don't know what that was actually, still to this day. I'm sorry, just go for it. It's not gonna work. It sounds like he's on the got my stuff bag. Kill these guys. Once I have my knife back, I'm not like super concerned about it. Because really, it's not if you're wondering why I wrote a dark-skinned woman, it is because her name starts with an A, I believe, and she is at the top of the alphabetical list, so I just picked her first one. Grab a couple things. Because I hear them around me, but like they're clearly not getting through wherever they are. So if we break the glass, just for spite purposes, I guess. It turned out there was a guy back here that never woke up for some reason. Like he's a zombie, like he's for sure, he just didn't get up. So he was a zombie for real. Kill Golden Shoes Man. Going to the goal. Things. I can see I can hear he's right behind me. I swear I see the wall like change a little bit. Yeah, that little like slap of the wall right there. It's like, oh, I guess he's on the other side of the wall. Oh, I found a couple blueberries and I was like, oh, because I was like one blueberry short of a blueberry pie. And I was like, man, that would have been sick. Stabbing. Pretty much in general. scooting around back here. This is like the coolest parkour I've ever seen in a video game, probably. Not actually, you know, it's fucking fun. I wasn't quite sure where to go from inside here. It looked like there was. This is like clearly a little pocket where zombies spawn. I don't know. She died. He probably had a bleeding wound and just bled out. It's a pretty fucking good loot pile, though. Up there, I was supposed to go. See, it broke like instantly, but I didn't hit the fucking thing. I assumed this door would break, or like there'd be a key that opens all the doors somewhere. Never found one. But I do know that there's a button up here that opens the little cages that keep everything shut off from the front door. Right? There. So I could just fucking leave. Because I had to like, gotta grab them chairs. I just remembered, I was like, oh, there's chairs in there. Scrap all this crap. It's like wood. Like, so I didn't go in the queue, so I didn't have enough space to do it. Read my magazines, and I was like, alright. Now I go, I think I was on my way to the trader. But I guess I thought that a couple times now. Grabbing all things, I guess. I hear things on the. Oh, yeah, they're slapping that truck. There's dogs over there attacking that truck. I bet that's why it exploded, actually. I remember seeing those dogs. Because really what I thought at the time was I was like, oh, there's dogs over there. I better not go over there. So it's probably what happened to that truck. I remember there being a dog there at some point, so I was like, A lot of my life right now is gravitated around the fear of dogs. Because they bite you many times, and I was like, oh, wait a minute, I've been here. Yeah, because I've been through these POIs. I think it's probably the first ones I went through. This gives you a little bit of wood, those little burnt pieces on the ground. So they give you a little bit of wood and a little bit of charcoal. So usually we're picking because they also break a couple hits. And coal is just really good fire fuel. Little pathetic little creature crawling on the floor. Died because he smelled, I guess. Trash. I don't know if I've been in. Oh no, I've definitely been in the daycare. I remember. Let's see what I'm doing. A tree. Very loud sound. It's a small tree. Busing. See, bus took a long time to open. Rotten flesh in a spring. Like, cool, epic, nice. I can find better loot than that in the trash. There's one little fella here trying to smack the tree, smack the wall open. This is wood wall, so it's the weakest point, so I'll just try to break that open. I took the fuel out of there instantly, as I told you. Ladders are odd. If you try to jump up a ladder, it'll like knock you off it, so sometimes I get stuck in that cycle. Again, this is another one. He was stuck on the. Couldn't tell if there was. He knew there was an ambulance far between us and didn't know what to do with that, so just started smacking the shit out of it. So we stayed. But construction buildings in general like this are pretty good loot finds. Because one, there's usually workstations which have all kinds of stuff, and then there's like fuel barrels, construction crates where you're gonna find like nails and whatnot. Trash, I guess. There's trash cans of clay, wood, nails, pipes. It's like these are all good like general materials to get. I thought I found like the other side of it, just the back door. I could have come in this way if I wanted to. And a stinky jar of water. And I'm just gonna eat that straight away. I think it was beef or chicken or lamb. That's the three like ration ones. Wood piles are good to pick up because then they break fast and they give a good amount of wood too. Like they give about the same wood as like a small tree. So like those cut almost instantly and they give a good amount of wood. These can't say the same for. I guess I just saw it and was like, hello wood, break. On the way to the trader. I drink my Mega Crush here because one, I needed the hydration, kinda, and so I get that running speed boost just to get there quicker. There's a nice little lake. I was like, oh, it's kind of scenic, a little pond. Though I don't think we really do much with water nowadays. Like environmental water. Like I don't think you can do you can sip it. Like you can crouch next to it and drink it. Here's a fucking dickhead trader that says mean things
Make
to
up
me.
your mind or make your way out.
Basically just fucking wanting everything. You see I drop a couple things here. It's just because like generic stuff like lead and brass he'll buy, but only in tens. So like you have to give him them chunks of 10. Certain stuff like oils he'll buy it for like 1. He's buy that splint I guess for a nickel. Which is funny because splint's just wooden fabric. Vitamins I was like I don't need them. Fuck it. I almost threw my pumpkin bread to the ground. I was like. No. Oh, see that right there? I didn't even notice this. I didn't mention it. I found like some steel on a fucking body. I was like, wow, that's kind of weird for day 4 or whatever. That's pretty good. Honking all this extra crap. So, oh yeah, I went and bought some magazines, so I didn't have to find some of them. And I also, I believe this is the first time I ever bought this. Either is this time or next time I come to the trader, I buy cobblestone. Like I actually went out and bought building materials for the first time, and I was like, man, that is a lot of cobblestone for not that much money. He was like 300 for like 700
Oh, you want a guarantee, huh?
And I was like,
well,
damn,
maybe you should try
I
sham
don't
way.
need cobblestone, and I don't want to mine it. I still had some Mega Crush speed. At the bottom left there, you can see I have like 3 minutes of it. I've already been here. See, that's why you gotta throw all the shit out of these containers. You notice I do that is I'll like occasionally, like every time I open something, I'll just click the thing, drag it out, and throw it on the floor. Because this makes the container empty, which makes it respawn items faster. Conjecturally, I can't actually remember if that's true, but it's such a habit that if it's even true still, but it's such a habit that I have that I don't even know. I'm like, oh, a chicken farm or pigs, and I was like, that is a wolf. So I'm like, and he fucking knocked that shit open quick. I was like, oh, okay, good thing I fucking still have this because I have the power to hop a fence. Wolves are much bigger than goats. I know. Not surprising. But those were a couple pretty good shots, and I was like, ha, you can't hit me if I'm here. I was fucking wrong. He knew how to jump the fence also. Realized I can barely see there's like barbed wire on those fences. I go, huh, altitude advantage. Shoot him once in the ass, and that was it. He could have probably got up those. He could have got up those hay bales, definitely, but I was a little too fast for him. So here I get a decent chunk of leather and meat, which is pretty chill and fat, and bones. But we're gonna toss them because bones are smelly. They don't do fucking anything except fix my bone knife. But they're fucking everywhere. So if I really need to find bones, I'm pretty sure I can fucking find bones. So I got a store of them at home. Don't think I found much else. That's the lantern model. Those are pretty rare, like the little lighting right there. They don't do anything different. They're just a different form of lighting, but you really don't see them often in the like world outside. Don't know why I tossed the nitrate. I didn't quite need to eat my pumpkin bread yet, so I was like, oh, I'm getting a bonus harvest here because it's a cornfield, obviously. And the green ones are actually corn. The other ones is gonna be plant fiber. But the green ones will just give me like an actual corn cob. So I get like 17 or 21, I can't actually remember the number. But like I get a bunch of corn cobs, which is like a ton of food, except that I fucking squander it later. Very stupidly, just from being like, just idly thinking. I think I got all of it. Yeah, I think that's 17 down there. But 17 corn cobs, that is not bad. I see a backpack in the water. I can still see the water slightly distorted. I don't see a way out. So I'm like, oh, I'll just, cool. And I build a little wood to get up, but I was like, oh, you know what? Maybe I don't have to. Then I hear a noise, I'm like, not in the water? It looks like a bunch of little men have slithered out of the pipes to give me a little kissy. But then I saw that there was an airdrop, and I was like, well, see how it goes. I got bigger shit to do. And I have 30 seconds more of sprint, so I'm gonna use it. There we go, yes. I need more sprint. Which I guess I could take the points in. I think it's a fortitude skill though, which I fucking never upgrade fortitude because it's fucking useless. It's not useless. I just don't care for it, and I never end up using the skills for it. Fortitude is I think is knuckles, like punching ability, heavy armor, and machine guns is like the combat abilities for it, which is none of those three are ever really my forte. In coming back to this area, I found a zombie doing little jump moves, which was cool. He's like jumping over the roof and he tried to assault me, so I destroyed his piece, which is pretty cool, I guess. This is the first cabin we started in, and we just happened to come back this way because there was an airdrop back here, and there's an airdrop further back there in the snow. So I was like, you know, I mean, I came this far. I may as well. There's a chicken over there. Bam. No, nice chicken, bro. Don't need to hit these. I just did it as a reflex. Took it all because, you know, it's always good shit there. Knife for good chicken. Good meat, bones, and feathers. Pretty much, you just need feathers. Again, we can get a fuck ton of them. If we needed them, don't need them anyway. Hey look, a fucking wolf is what my first thought was. I was like, oh look, another wolf, because we're in the tundra, so I thought it was a wolf right away. It turned and I was like, as I did this, I made a little thing to shoot it from, which they can break those pretty quick. And I went to aim and I was like, that's a cougar. I was like, oh fuck, that's a mountain lion. They do not go down easily either. So So I'm just gonna get assaulted now. I don't have time to reload, so I'm just gonna try to stab this fucking thing to death. And actually it ran away and I was like, oh shit, I can kill it. Actually, it's running away. And as I was chasing it, it bled to death. It just had the bleeding wounds on it. So I was like, yeah, you know what, maybe knives ain't that bad. And I went to cards. Man, this is gonna get a lot of fat meat. I forgot zombies will fucking eat your shit. You notice they're eating my fucking thing. So I was like, god damn, you motherfuckers ate like half of that. Which was I just realized they ate like almost all of that. I was like, I'm gonna put you down. fucking deserved piece of shit. There's like 10 cheeseburgers. So just heavy stab in the chest until he dies because I fucking hate him. Now that my fury is quenched, I go to the tundra to get this other supply box. I decide to take stock of a couple things, you know. See a little zombie and be like, nope, never mind, I'll just keep going. So the thing about the tundra is, it's cold. I know, surprising. Spooky ambience. I didn't realize how far out it would be, but also I'm going to start freezing, which I was going to stop and check what it did, like the actual effect of it. And I think the only reason I'm exposed and freezing is because I'm not wearing gloves of any kind. Aren't I? I thought I was, but I don't see them, so I'm assuming not. So I'm considered exposed to the cold. That was a weird sound. Weird. I don't remember hearing that. I also don't remember fighting anything, so I don't think I have to fight anything here just to get out of the cold, because I think it takes your hunger down faster, which is not ideal, because I don't have like a ton of food or a ton of food sources right now that are super consistent, which is what I remembered. And then I started checking these for eggs. One egg. One of the things because I got all that meat, and I was like, man, I can grill these into meats. What actually, the thing is, the more complicated the food tends to do better. So there is really good food in this guy. One of the really good ones is bacon and eggs, which I think eats for like 35 or something, which is pretty good for a food item. And that's 2 eggs and I think 10 meat, which is that's a pretty good exchange rate. Like that's a really good exchange rate, because eggs are for like 3 or 4 if you eat them by themselves. And a grilled meat is like 10, which is like 5 meats. So like for 2, that's like 22, and the exchange goes up to like 36 or 40, I think, which is that's pretty good. So I'm just checking every bird nest I see for eggs. I come up to this area. I'm gonna come back here. I gotta remember to come back here. Remind me if I never do. Because I'm assuming it's that mountain next to me, or like the big hills. Arania Caverns. I was like, what caverns are they fucking talking about? I'm assuming it's in that hill somewhere. And my brain was like, Arania, like big fucking spiders. And I was like, I've never seen a big fucking spider in 7 Days to Die. And I don't think they exist. And if they do, I don't want to see them. No, I just got this done there. I've never quite understood the sound zombies make when you first start to get it's like a big fucking, like, it's like a snore almost. So we're wandering back here. Alright, save some time. I ran home, cut a bunch of trees, find a bunch of rocks, organized my inventory. Nothing really happened. Like there was 2 zombies on the road. Notebook, got a book here. This is a hunting store. Obviously, we see the wood pile, and we're like, yes, good wood pile. Yes, please. No egg, go fuck yourself. Well, I should have ripped the feathers out of that one so it just destroyed itself. Couldn't quite figure out how to get into this building. It's a hunting supply store in the Savage Country, and those generally don't get stuff in it. So I was like, shh, I should probably go in there. But first I checked the little trailers outside, because they're just essentially little houses. The building system in this game is so fucking cool. Like, the fact that this is all completely replicated with the building system is so fucking cool. Every little piece of this is just like some kind of constructible. I love that so much. Cabinets you can also make. Cabinets are a generic like a generic block that you can shape into other blocks. Fridges, I believe, are, like I said, appliances and whatnot, yeah. This was the worst kitchen I ever fucking saw. It was like all rotten meat, all like mold sandwiches. The stove had fucking rotten flesh in it. I was just like, okay, who gives a shit then? What a terrible fucking thing. Little man in the back, just crawling around on the floor, second time, giving them rippers. As he goes. Stab into time. Break the fucking thing by accident. Be disappointed by the toilet. My cycle of life. This magazine. Rotten flesh. Oh my god, this trailer park. Rotten flesh and mold sandwiches. Like, fucking, there's nothing even else in it. Who cares? It's all bad. Oh, I guess that's how you... But you can't get in from up here. Oh, dickhead bird, dickhead bird, dickhead bird. Hate the birds. None of these have like the soft, I guess you'd call it, tiles, where like one is like easily breakable among the others. There's some little trap panels in the fucking things. You can see like those. You can just fall through that kind of panel. So I just set them off just for little hee-hoos. Cement, clay, it's pretty good. A little trash. I guess I decided to take the coffee bean for whatever reason. Couldn't find a way in, so I was like, okay, I guess I'll just break the fucking window in. You guys just had some wood boards over it. Not to find out. Actually, I could totally get in this window. Sometimes the windows are blocked or whatever, so it's like trying to get you to go in like the correct way. You can kind of get in however you want. I was like, yeah. Obviously, zombies are gonna pop in. I just was like, but when? Now. This is the part that's actually exploding. Boom, fuck it. Blasted the fucking animals and shit. Like some of those little chunks on the ground. You'll see some of that in the later ones. Those little things like two girders on top of each other. Those are kind of like the wood piles. They're like a really good source of metal that's in like a very breakable. It's good to be really good metal. I can get it like this thing. Usually get it in that situation where like something exploded or something collapses and something made metal just fly everywhere. We get quite a bit of stuff in this area too, because these usually have a lot of good stuff. Pick a bunch of chairs up first of all, because you know, chair supremacy, I guess. So glue. Metal. It's that by itself is 15 for like hitting it twice or 3 times even. Coolers are polymers, which are plastic and stuff, which are, you know, again, pretty good. Also valuable for some reason. Like, for some reason, that's one of the ones that is pretty decently valued if you're talking strictly price-wise. And you need it for a few things, but not like a bazillion things. I accidentally hit that chair at some point, so I couldn't just pick it up. So I was like, "Fuck it, I'll just take it." Like, I'll just smash it. These little plastic things are all with polymers. Something's outside. Little parts, some of the like parts that'll matter to me. Taking a bunch of crab wood, basically everything. The wall, taking a while. I decided to try to lockpick this because I just had a couple lockpicks. You see how you're kind of like tick sticks down, and the lower your lockpick skill is, every chance that has a chance to break. Every tick that does. But for some reason, I just get it on the first try. I don't really know why, but I'll take it. Some more steel, epic. To get noticed that I missed one of those supply crates. Like, one of them's right next to that ladder. I only know because I noticed it on the way back. Lead and stone. Fucking nothing else in this room, by the way. Just a worthless room. Start reading my books. Scrap the arrowheads. Pretty much every time you see an arrow, arrowhead, crossbow bolt, any of that, I'm scrapping it like instantly. Wow. Not worth it to break the tents. Anyway, check these inherent instinctively. Just because I wanted to get the key so it pops all the doors open. Didn't check these. Got all I really got was a couple bullets and I think a gun part or something. Yeah, nothing exceptional. Especially for a gun rack, like a gun stand. Fucking also, I hate when they fucking just decide to like drop flat and stab your feet like fucking Call of Duty. It's fucking annoying. Bullet seeds. That's fucking epic. Chrysanthemum seeds. That's genuinely worthless. Like chrysanthemum seeds are useless. Chrysanthemum and goldenrod seeds are pretty bad because they're fucking everywhere. Like chrysanthemum and goldenrod rod is everywhere. Like in the woods. A cooking grill. So I scrapped it and then I hit take all in the other middle. Aside from that, I think that was mostly everything. Grab a chair. Oh yeah, I take some of this clay here with a shovel, which does one of my challenges, like the inherent challenges that everyone has. Shisha. Because getting these challenges done, I remember I should do a couple of those because those give you XP, just like baseline every time you finish one. Throw the sand out. I'm not gonna need sand yet. I will need sand when the time comes, but that'll be real easy to get, especially because you can just throw sand in the roller, rocks in the roller, and they'll grind it to sand. My last cursory check over, realized I was like, oh, dumbass me missed a box. What I really missed out, I think, is the fucking books. These are only searchable from a weird angle. I started to think they were strictly environmental pieces, but turns out not. I made my level 5 bone knife. I leveled up to the max level bone knife. Actually, I could use level 6, but that takes legendary parts. And frankly, a bone knife isn't worth that. Modify it, put my serrated edge mod on it. I tried to put the tempered blade and serrated mod on there at the same time. Turns out you can't. I don't really know why. I don't know why a tempered and serrated blade can't be the same, but it can't exist at the same time. Okay, so start with things. Definitely run on, you see. And then I believe we just head home. After looking around for a second. So yeah, I pretty much spent that last 2 hours just picking up trash off the road and then walking back home. And then when I got home, I cut some trees to the shock of no one. Picked up some iron and got here and I was like, well, better do some night construction. So I just started digging out into the foundation for the actual house. The only other thing of note was right here when I was digging out my stuff and I was just, working away at night like you do. And I started hearing something. I was like, oh shit, zombies are out. What are they doing? Look, is that behind me? And I just see this horde just sprinting through the night and I was like, oh my god. Okay, I'm lucky that they didn't come to me. I just didn't see them coming. Well, let's just hang out here a minute. Wait for that. Wait for them to pass by. Put that fire out for me. Or I just like look at the fire like, well, let's just hang out here for a minute until you know that all blows over. And from what I built last night, I got this foundation up. I got 4 more pillars. That set of 8 pillars up there. I'm going to break this little piece out that I put down. So basically, I'm going to make a little bridge. So this is like the entryway into the main big house. That's just all. The main big house doesn't have like a ladder up to it. It's just gonna be strictly like bridges into from other little platforms. So that's about where I got with building, and there's the sun. So that'll probably be the end of this one.